Welcome back to the President's Cup Expert Division Weekend Round, hole number 6. Here we're gonna send it down to Thorn Range with a Kingmaker, uh, or a Titan. We're gonna try to keep our winds in the 8 mph plus range. The adjustment for the drive is P3 plus 10 max. Always push back to max. 6 top spin, 3 left spin, full left curl, full overpower, full left hook. So your starting position is going to be at P3 max extension. So here, if it'll let me click on it, what we're going to want to see, that's what I'm talking about, this rough line right here. That is the rough line in question, with the bullseye obviously in the rough. So if you have APOC 5 or 6, you'll have 1/3 of your white ring into the fairway at P3 max extension. You'll have APOC 7 will be white ring touching the fairway rough line at P3 max extension. And then APOC 8 will be 1/3 of a ring off of the rough line. Just, a smidge into the rough, right? Roughly 1/3 of a ring. That's at P3 max extension. Release, adjust, and check your wind angle, because there is a tailwind angle here that's going to require a shift in your starting position. There's actually two wind angles that will require a shift. So what I'm looking at is the tree in the background, and I'll stop and take a picture here in a second. But the tree in the background, if you're center of that tree or left, you're in the crosswind, and you don't need any change. If you're on the right side of that tree, extending out slightly into the fairway. So from this angle, like, we're almost, this is the tree I'm talking about here. Basically from dead center of that tree and to the left needs no change. From here to just right of that tree, about probably right there, that's our neutral angle. And then over here will be tailwind. You can't quite see it in this angle, but when you get the tailwind angle, your camera will be turned more to the right, and you'll be able to see a gap. There's actually a gap between these trees right here. So it's not as hard to see as it is in this picture. But if you're in the tailwind angle, you need to shift one ring to the right after you adjust. So this way, away from the hole. If you're in the neutral angle and you have winds in the 8s, you probably need to shift about 1/4 of a ring to the right. If you have high winds, 9 plus, you need to shift 1/2 a ring to the right. That's in the neutral angle. So you could see, because what happens is the ball gets pushed further down the fairway and ends up going further to the left with the curl. So if you don't tweak it slightly to the right, you'll most likely hit the rough on your first bounce. But no worries. Look, this is a send it shot. It is with the Kingmakers. It's a hook shot, right? So there is some risk involved with this shot. But even if you clip the rough on your first bounce, or you roll long into the rough after hitting the fairway and rolling out because you don't have enough curl, or you set up too far to the right or whatever, it's still a very easy eagle with a chance at an albatross. It'll just be with a rough iron, but you'll still be able to reach, no problem. So, but ideally, this is the result we want to have here. 6 top, 3 right, 6 top, 3 left, P3 plus 10% max, push back to max on the drive. The approach is a thorn shot, plays P3 plus 15% at slider, 2 left spin, 2 back spin. Now that could change depending on your drive, how long it rolls out and such. If you get a short rollout, you may have to tweak the spins. But in general, most of the drives, 2 left spin, 2 back spin is good. If your winds are below 8.5, so 8.4 or lower, then you'll aim center cup, just into the front of the cup. You don't want to be through the cup, but you don't want to be short of the cup. If your winds are 8.5 or higher, you're going to want to have the tip of the ball guide splitting the left edge of the cup. Where obviously higher winds, we're getting more push to the right. So you need to offset slightly to the left for higher winds. Beyond that, pull straight, hit perfect, and you're looking at a really good chance for an albatross using a Kingmaker. I would definitely recommend practicing the drive a few times. It's critical that you hit the fairway and get down there if you want the best opportunity here. So, but it's not that bad. Pretty minor tweaks. So, wish you guys the best of luck. Hope you get the drop, and we'll see you on the next one.